Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. It's a beautiful Monday. Thank you so much for allowing me the privilege of sitting down and talking to you today. COP, I want you to remember, as you go into this week, we're beginning to pray for the double portion. It's not enough for us to have the discipline to pay our debts. We must also ask God to give us some additional financial resources. So this weekend we began to teach you the prayer from Isaiah chapter 61. That instead of shame, God will give us a double portion. Instead of disgrace, God will give us a double portion. And those of you that are having trouble paying your debts, you understand the shame. You understand the disgrace. Now, let's begin to ask God for the double portion. And 100% of that double portion goes to wiping out our debt. Every time God blesses us with extra, by the end of this year, double the cash coming in, we will use it to pay off our debts. No trips to Hong Kong. So every day in your devotion, COP, Isaiah 61 verse 7, the double portion instead of shame, the double portion instead of disgrace, and then the discipline to pay those debts. Right now, I want us to go back to Luke chapter 21, beginning with verse 34. These are Jesus' words. Be careful. Now, whenever Jesus says be careful, that's something that you need to take note of. He's saying, listen, there's some danger out here. Be careful. Or your hearts will be weighed down with dissipation, drunkenness, and the anxieties of life, and that day will come close on you unexpectedly like a trap. For it will come upon those who live on the face of the whole earth. Be always on the watch and pray so that you may be able to escape all that is about to happen, and that you may be able to stand before the Son of Man. Now, there's a huge amount of eschatological teaching in that passage, but I don't want to deal with that. I want to deal with a simple principle. Take care of your heart, or you will never be able to watch and pray. We have to be careful, because there are things that weigh down our heart. The Greek word means to burden or to load down, to oppress, almost to the point of breaking. God said there are things that weigh down your heart, your emotions, your attitude, your desires, that just totally weigh down your heart. And then he defines what those three things are. He said, number one, dissipation. Now, that's a really big, fancy word. It literally means the headache and the confusion resulting from alcohol. He said, the headache and the confusion that results from alcohol, dissipation, that weighs down your soul. That weighs down your heart. Secondly, drunkenness. Now, here the Greek word for drunkenness is an interesting Greek word. It literally means a drinking party. A drinking party with strong drink. Now, brothers and sisters, forgive me, but going clubbing and things is not the way to encourage yourself. Going clubbing weighs down your heart. But it's so much fun, Pastor. That's a lie of the devil. It weighs down your heart. And the third one, anxieties. Now, this is worry to the point of personality disruption. You are so worried it changes how you act and how you treat people. Now, I said these three things, dissipation, the headache or confusion caused by alcohol, drunkenness, which here the Greek word means a drinking party, clubbing, or anxieties. He said these three things weigh down your heart and affect your spiritual alertness so that you cannot watch and pray. Now, Christians, these are some things we need to stay away from.